told her not say you can't abuse. Ewo asetna oba ene be man asetna mu a. Enipa bebreji kokosi de ya to ade de abobi. Ya bobi akutruku. Ananso ye de ensa ka obi amwepra ana wadi dem. Edem a ye du ewo wadwen mu no. Yasne die ewo redie ni. Efri se empani bu baby say tetrema esne yiwan. So ne me ya adwen a tie me nkomo ebi ma me. Talk live. Yes, say no and live well. Now no kai season hashtag no. Yes, say no to marital abuse. Meaning nana ya konedu. Your new life homeopathy, Kafam Ghana Limited, and a KK paper roofina. What talk life won't come here the Brema Bribia. Yeah, that one I say about Sisia. Yeah, that's say, yeah, that sponsors and so I see. And ne talk life you so. Ye ne in rubber form you knew. Omunina ya accomplished women and they be din komo. Ya wa nana frema. Nana frema entrepreneur and a corporate woman. Na dress a meeting yama wa no. Nana akwaba. Ene me mti say.
Nyame adom ho ye na wo say.
Me ho ye. E mo fra ne.
Nyame adom bia ho ye.
Se me se di na ma wata ma me. Ana sa pepe. Me da se ne ba. Ya ma me Mabel. Auntie Mabel. Wanya hohwo e wo yen set ahodo so television set bebre so wo hu no Auntie May ehyehyia ene de bosompo ipoma kwan mu to adwene wo talk live ye dance ne ba aseda ye nyamedia enti ya maame no mu yi ene ye bedi nkomo ye hye nkomo na se de free na free ma ho de ho a na ye bewie nana
ma
what's of abuse.
Yes, so today it be a waging abuser, kind of mental abuse or the emotional abuse. Yes, not really physical, but the way I'm pakono or the obekasa mo beye ma obotu de bekacho another mo no be from our own casa. That's body language no be in the car no. It's stressful and then it brings you down emotionally. And maybe a strong person, another when you're you might lose yourself totally, and it's happening across board. So for abuse, like you said, on just physical, mental, mbesafo bebe owa, ma bengi ne bekachen, mobo tu befinenum or the beba. Ebi a asha ternary ko another sikabia age nezama mo from mo bekacho no se wutan ye do to boboba. And I have been there before, meaning how I ought to say the obi bekasa winning another the person's not lifting you up, but his words are rather bringing you down. And so if you don't move out of that situation, and I say if you don't decide to move out of the situation, you might not be yourself again. And you might even go mad. In your case, okay, so personally, I was with someone, we were happy. To my on my side, they were very happy. I didn't know, even if there were mistakes, we were trying to solve him as him. Suddenly, there was a break in communication. But the all no, no, can send be a bisa bibia, a bia obeka show oh baby ye juma one sikaning and or chicken change. Oh, my uncle Fubinum warrior them out and bia. There were things that Obeka either goody or into meaning zago. You know, relationship edenka ekane yaso. But answer never be one Obeka sano. You have to measure your words. And yet the man Mebeka no he'll pick on those words against you. So I never knew I was going through this. I never knew that I may lose myself. Till a break in communication happened. So many things went down, and after the separation, then I realized that so I was going through all these things. I lost my self-confidence. There's no way today I will talk. I will never talk.
That time, no?
That time, I will never talk. I wouldn't want to be on social media for a long time. Okay. Because Empedo baby said that, why are you online at this time? Who are you chatting with? So definitely, you do things behind. I they sneak near your mom. I wouldn't be outspoken to tell people my story, to encourage people. You always are under the cover of someone. So after the separation, I was not married to him though, but then we're in a relationship. After the separation, then I realized that, wow, I couldn't dress well because I felt left out. I was not really dressing well. I don't think I was even making up. I can count the number of makeup I did. I was not really myself. So I wouldn't
lose your self-esteem.
Exactly, that is self-esteem. So when the separation happened, I had people who believed in me, my mom, you, very great people. Then I realized I was losing out. I have to put myself together because I was very young, and I'm still very young, and then bring out the best in me. And that was when I realized a lot of young ladies are going through emotional abuse. Yeah, we can't talk about it because probably we'll be judged. Or probably you'll be told, say, oh, or bad day, you have to manage situations. Of course, we manage situations, but then certain emotional stress, you can't. It's either you move or you die in it.
Nana Frema say it's either you move or you die in it. Your man not some into details yet. Auntie May, we share the thoughts say enipa bebree, and when it gets to emotional abuse, from both sides, or bad to me suffer, bema to me, suffer, and mema to suffer emotional abuse, because per reports are a buy on a mema na emotional abuse or more at the back pass. Say, we feel say something worth talking about.
Medasipa is something worth talking about. And let me say, ya late cry.
Okay.
These are things that you start to kasa ache. But it's late, but we can still do something about it. There's a tool, your friend, no, emotional blackmailing.
Okay.
And a tool be a member you super when it comes to emotional abuse.
Okay.
They blackmail you mentally.
Okay.
One more thing who say one, without them, no, won't to me and survival. And now, with one monosono, you need to submit to be nobody. And then they cage you, they put you in a cage in a situation whereby say, would you say, na me fear warriors and say me fear relation makwa na makwa yedain. I'm not worth of anything. There was one woman about me in chain. Papa now 8. Still a person or sound young woman. Just a since time on your car arrested, they be a one. No, I wouldn't be so to a catch and say, would any away, they said, maybe I'm a wife and why would you near would you know why you be Ben my bang a pebble. My ministry, I can't even naked myself in front of my husband because what mama who said I'm nobody.
But her husband in da.
On any down go so or started blackmailing no necessary or for no if you all coin as I will be because what say. But this is a very beautiful and intelligent woman. But Papa de na no as say no me say all be fear warrior as na dey nwokodi. Why put a bit in as who is there to listen to her?
Now why put a bit penny
who believe her and who will help her? There is no choice than to stay in and suffer the blackmail. It is not easy. Say you cause emotional blackmail, depression in my own. We are about to send your canon. We be one here a bit more sorry appear what they are refusing to be. One year careful, but some pabwa different me, you know, they appear what they are winning some pabwa show. A different. So 1 year careful, bet not come here, do we trouble or junctions, what I said, what you. Because who ni pana una can't the pen and number. The spirit within you is dead. Well, soon until you feel say you are worth nothing. But for how long now we bet snap a situation like this? Say oni pan to me for and people who are in situations like that should get up and say enough is enough. Taxi or now to me when you get out of that situation, you will feed. wahu eya na embre bebre no wo so tumi de fie ehutu mu se wa kokora adwuma be na wo ka certificate be na okita. There are instances they even condemn the certificate you are having. Enti eno ko che se wo kwa wonnya adwuma. Na ne ye wo mu ni se mma no wo mu a obi wo hɔ a oyetu obi obeje mma no obi wo hɔ a ode mma no be kan ho akọ obi po hɔ a obeka kire wo se wo makora mpewasem wo kra wo makora mu che se it comes in different forms of and it's a serious brutality. Just a baby wo hɔ a oba man fa ne nsankan no ni kuno one ne tia na se ne mpono one ne tia no on fa ne nsankan no da onye no on pim no onye ne hwe banano ne ensam wo ka kire no ntino oba ne nankwa ne wira fi ne din. It is a serious thing. A lot of women are going through that mental abuse. They are blackmailing them. They blackmail your emotions. Your mom who say when you be a when you pay won't come who put a kind ma won't come and ma won't for won't come. What shall tire not tire for talk with you guys at tire but that tire and show was a baby. And so maybe a nata. Now don't maybe so what dressy years you catch us and to what serious you say what do you point here? What percent? Bema frewana. So what do you do?
Kosi.
Koda. Ne dia ne say you need to stay ade obeya wo behu se onu ye nyame. They turn themselves into many gods in your life. Say without woman you cannot live. Enti no wonu ni nyame awo enti no wo ye bibie enye enti ese wotina
stay put.
Na oti ho.
Na no frema baby a wo safari no e ho na wo ma ne nyina free.
Basha.
What de enipa enan entafo ne nyina afiri ho
Basha no mu nyina one father.
Nana Frema, before we call break no introduce reproductive health to enipa wabakan to say I want people to know so wow for.
Okay, so my first born Bema or Kokodi 10 years. And then the second born will be 8 years, or a girl. And the twins are girls, so Kodi 7 years. Yes.
10 to 7 years. Rebecca saw bomb.
Yeah, ebo.
When a crash and it's now for how long?
Me on campus. So let's say about 14 years. So we were all in school, and I was school. And then me baby school, no, that is my final year. Maybe a carry, maybe my project work, you know. Then I got pregnant with the first one, but he was ahead of me in a different university. Yeah.
Enti Nana Frema, and yes, Sebi, fratem ni abeka say, unim the left and right. You knew.
I knew, but then I also say I was naive.
Okay.
Because I grew up in a family, very religious and very reserved family, and fortunately, you know, I'm very cool with my mother. So everything that I go through, you know, she talks to me about it. And then we have a very strong bond. But then the problem that I started facing was when the children came in.
Pause, mommy. When the children came in, and a problem singing I started here. And see, you ever go to crabba. You shop problems and or go through any the entire emotional abuse and wasem. And you talk live. You say no and live well. Mamma make a farm Ghana Limited asi. Ka farm Ghana Limited hono. And your TV na pay bi ho. Fridge bi ho. Freezer bi ho. Gas cooker bi ho. Emeyi, your microwave enye, juicer enye, blender enye, me tintintim, Bluetooth, home theater, and your ka farm. 050 00 00 105. Ebefie de. New Life Homeopathy. Who is your doctor? So doctor ne Dr. Makejeya. And ya wonama ma utri so. If you say oh apomuden papa. Now doctor o keep it track of the patients. And yes wo yare and na obekọ hospital. Doctor timi frɛ check up on you. No hwɛ sɛ de ohun sitie. Efie bibia bɔkɔ. Okay. Besa 6 months ni munye review. Ode momra me review. Keke. Ompewe opede he. Minisco was a brabe yenye sika ne hia. Eti kɔ New Life Homeopathy. Na wo benya busia papa. Obedwene wapomuden ho. stroke aka obi ato dem ma monko de awo ama ye jojo no wa ware mu monko new life enkofo akwowo de eniji abefio takra de airport range ejeba school junction Kumase Atasamanso A Life residence ho ena dan soman King Solomon New Life Homeopathy ni 0244 093595 ye KK paper roofing ye sit dan ni cruise na dan ni enmunya mana KK paper wo town KK paper roofing ho na me samra ne say any challenger no challenger if it's a roofing sheet e papa quality enwe na ache empode ye tia na tie ebei mu wo ma 10% discount nti wo me say you've lost out KK paper roofing ti free 0244 912100 0244 912100 yeah that's abasisi ya yada se da sponsors as me patro patronize wo mo why no muti na mete babie na brebie nya braba be di talk live so komo ene atanya mche na ye signage e de maye nti enuano mo a wo mo ente kasa no at least yes yet me communicate to them through this medium atanya mche as usual thank you good na ye ko na free make problems is start setting in problems when it's setting.
So today, emotional abuse that not make happen. When you get pregnant and you're not prepared, and the person tells you to terminate the pregnancy, another now you are insistent say you keep the pregnancy. So one, you've gone against his will. It's another problem. It's still staring in your face. Then a second child comes. Another akola it's the same story. Take the child away. He said, no, you keep the child. And so it's I say, in your ma, I build it up, kaka. So I was naive. So that America, na, minim nyama bebre. And my mentality, I never want me to say, Bema or better first, no, should be the man or the warrior. And a lot of young ladies are going through that.
As a time, our university, now for Bema.
That's my first person I've ever known.
And can I say, me know to Hoka say, you've known only one man?
Exactly. I've never, ever.
Obema Bakope
up till now.
Bauko Hona na Konyeme?
Yes.
Would date for how long as an say neighbor?
So I'll say about 1.5 years to 2 years.
Okay.
Yes.
That time, no more have intimacy.
Not at all. So after, December before I got pregnant in January, that was my first time I had blue balls. In Tibida. So
that's I'm not interested.
So I'll be 33 now. So 10 years, 23 years. Yeah.
Now first time I will take blue balls.
Yes. Let me say that. So I'm confident and be some mommy. So and I have this very strong. My name and mommy were very very close relationship. So Osireye, to say the in Esre, and not shame me. So in January, so meaning that December was a time and that okay happened. Nancy. So January, me call you just to prove that you love the person. That is how I got pregnant, and I gave birth in September, and so calculate in 9 months. And then the second one came in. How do you explain to people if the first one you're mistaken and the second one is way? And I was still there. You were not happy. Na me in your ma be who no in your money in aba in your ma be wa na ekoso the way I'm pakwan ne obekasa and then mini wejai. It was mini wage any year. That's what so. But then still an Americano. A bema what they want kind of first no. And see you me sorry Nino. You don't want people to say so we are born one. And I was still in there. Then your naming ceremony. And check me breastfeed the second one and I mean third one. And the third one was no more interval. And so we should gap in less than
3 years.
Yes. It's not more to us. But then I was holding on to the fact that things will work out between the two of us. In as much as now, all can send me na meninje or accuse you of maybe Obeka Sembia. One can say something wakano, you know very well say, we knew Hoshi, but no gusuka. No ka, who are you talking on the internet with? At this time you should be sleeping. It was in your man kaka and you on WhatsApp, Instagram. Say, but you were already there.
Or picky trivial issues.
Already you are there. If Instagram, I'll say so. No, mommy who Instagram. Until you already there, you can't Twitter. No, mommy who Twitter. I didn't know most of these things. Until and you'll be on there news to me. You end up my friend, not my friend, my friend Adolfo. Mpacho, I should say me sorry. They are YMPO, and I'm apologizing for it. There are instances where Otimisu will say, "Tell you what I'm on Virginia back."
Meba.
Yeah.
TV na, and a car farm 2000 ye to TV. Ope kesia no ahwe 1080 krono. TV na bought them na enkwada mienu ewo ho ngengen no. Wona ye say utna Instagram enti move out. Enkwa Twitter. The ho yetro no. TV na obehwe no ye agi.
Yeah, I remember. Say me we face an Osuma driver be pesi. Say money pass on beji TV number.
Engwe
Embe ne back. Make high pa. It's sometimes I just tell people and
ni na ma to ma me fie.
Yes, na me wo me akasa na ma bank crime me ma me wodan water card nti na me ana me tell me ho ase ma na me ne nti we no cohabiting. So he had a place he stayed, so he visits. I'm not saying say I was perfect, but na nyoma bi o who say obi ya ade over and over na we retaliate pe. You better say ya wo. And na be a winning to buy. But a ade na e cost over, then you keep calling, telling people genuinely say, "Yen solve a problem over and over." I was not yielding any results. And so na eshamimu. I remember say they recently me pay one of me mentors who say, "Hey, now to me first na ya ujeja ho na." I totally left my body, my soul left my body.
Obi it's me who catch us say now who often na why sir.
Yeah, me call obi work makada. Say me to me, she slippers, me drew me be come office and na my shoe na my bow powder or me name say I'm looking good because me person me do obeka chem say frema. I told you that over my office I'm dress sir. That was to that extent. And I realized that it also affected my mom. And mom me pia bon say na me check akwa bi penani yem. Ehihye. What me from na from ewa hen baby ku na gina no fa car dropping na brefi. It was that bad. It's a life situation so ebe calm
compounded.
Yes. Life situation in Yoma baby happened within a space of 1 year. I say we lose we juma in Yoma way air koso. In Yoma na in Yoma you me quarantine dying ye dupe me fala. Inti within that year mommy na home ya nenye. It was bad.
Auntie May. Yes, just say free awono. Emma bebree. I started losing on self-esteem after childbirth. Make a ma bebree because owo back we especially when I out of wedlock. They said the free making you could see say ne nkosuato baby or bomb point bia not just or tunkosia party. Yemu bia yebesu sa wo ho den no they are not in ye line no but sa blessings we ye mane be ten be ye curse around them e be ye bibia e torment won adentia
I say wo hwe mama frame story now a bro koka blue balls asem no pe and me who say you could see say from day one no even having intimacy with a woman no you so sex. Let me say, or try so and then bed down the one pin or so I'm a blue balls. Me catch any blue balls. No catch and said that means say when a man wants to have it, he didn't get his way, then he's in pain and that's good. Oh, then I don't want to give the man pain, so let me give it up.
So, that is it. Meaning blue balls. It's
your car, so they want bear money the sex a blackmail, you know, because me per sex one mammy go through pain. And there's a man you love, and you don't want the man to go through pain, you know. What the man and that news saying about. Until from day one, Nankasano or the blackmail and I started. Until that is what is going to continue. because o use sa tu no nyam se nka bro kan say when you blue ball no ko bi sa ne maame na say blue ball no chechire mu no can say blue balls or no blue balls I'm not going to give in obehu said that is not a good tool o use but ohun say obetumi use or compassion or whatever be man and obetumi use enu against no until or start you see I didn't in somehow okay I mean anywhere the man exhibited love it was a relationship of passion or pebemano I don't want to be born one I don't want to be a virgin me pesa bema me na done for the first time ono ye me kunu I don't want to have children from different places so I want to have all my children oh sa no man na ma ye de tutu ye tirimu a ma emema no hunu say there are avenues and those are the avenues that we use to dinya yem my imagine say me njaya worry no matter what it is metinam because me pesa me wo me mani nyina wo fa kro my imagine say bema we ni bema oni ma da first ntino me ko baby a metina ho na aware na te sen kra ma bo paye na mahwe se ebeye yi a my imagine say me hia be me o te say o te me pe o ye ni a me pe ni bi na me gya ise obi be fa e bi pa ni a me se enya no wo ko no na obi ba na be ma ni bi po ho ti me ka che say na wa ye na ko na ebi di line no ma wo mo ba wo waste wo ta ha no kra wo waste me time ye one backstage na me ka che say there was one woman or buyer or so be we nam say ha ye nwu ha
etu batna se
no wa kan ye ha oni be ma na tena for 15 years onye no ho ade wo ma wo 4 enwumre ma me adware we on the hate you kra twen ni kru ma bye bye o say aso na simpa chom pese me no kan asa dey asem o si si am hwe me ho am yin pese me warranty ye na tu
mebo Bema ni mom e baye no
onyini
o ka troban se ontu
because onyini o pese o ware be fie enti no ontu asa the time am ne baye no watu ma me ne mama me ne te boys quarters no kra boys quarters no papa ne ma me ne be pa acho e ma o mama me ne tena boys quarters e be obenya tumi akọ high dine wako wako ware aba ko e na wedding find na ba what TNT me be san sentino odo be pa poten na ye yi kire wuti ana wote ho and looking at the story no there was no love a man e bring me bia ye hwehwe no ma bi ne ye misinterpret say e bia be man ne do me oh debi e be ye yi oh e bia o be sesa e bia brabo we no wo but e bia time enkwala be mu a ebia obeja nti mame nwoma no na ma na dwene mrafie don't make that mistake obema from day one ya wo bema no kita na dwene nti se on show odoma enworo wodie no so the most dangerous relationships aya ye kom any relationship awo ba no wodo no bro bema ne die no so
and I think Sarah na free ma de anything
yes passion no process when blue balls are now is in pain. My family no then just say, why would you want to sell out your virginity exchange of blue balls? Why?
It's only pano ehu sa wa say oh we bibia okuta me se kosia betimi adandan
betimi ye ni say enye ono sure do bia ma o emu passion na wo dey man no and no dandan ne kakra and that is what you are surviving on. On chere oyo bi odro kwa ko I don't know endure pain no go see say obe ware o. He is not ready to endure the pain, but he wants you to sacrifice. And that is a red light. That is what we should look at. Don't misinterpret the love of a man. Men twist and can say oh e ntine me tena ho. Ma me na tena ho for afa ne ebisa say da be no otu. Because ayire beba.
Obi ba.
One na
proper one e ba.
Proper one na yakoye no ho ade. Oba. Woso wote ho agigya da mu say wo ne yere
wote fie o twen da be yo ho ade
children say enkwala na me na wo ne ntini debi obeware me no men don't think like that
nana ebra wonyem second one no ne bufuye because first one ko yin nse ne gu ba mu
second one I remember
the bufuye
it happened I remember baby I share about the same yin nse ne gu I remember so well.
But ono ne onyem ba ko na ompe no a wo ye no wanye na dwen se ne meba wo hu bie mu a me use condom.
I can't remember Dabi but ono no me system na wo kan no me system na a bit different enti me kai po say twins no I was on family planning. Mekaipa, he was the one that got the drugs. He made sure that I took it within the time I was taking pills. I remember so well. Actually, in the 20s,
highly fertile.
Yeah, so I remember so well.
But now on ye not dream say instead say obema wo wafa contraceptive no or no ebe go protected.
I'm sure it had happened rare cases, 1 or 2. But then like me messia out of this situation, I feel women should own up to their body. Okay. It is your own responsibility. Because in your kwacho, they'll blame you. They'll tell you say una we answer and I walk off him. You better in some baby. In some way it will bring you down. So women should own up to their own body.
Hey, it's in quadra 4 with 1 man.
Yes.
Within 3 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Now quadra 4 when himself 4 2 aba last 2 and I'm going move back. What will say?
Over there, that was about 6. We are calling it a triplets. Number what twins, number what single. Nah, yet 6. But I say, see, dear, I wouldn't say I wouldn't give birth again. I never know
what the future holds.
What the future holds, and maybe I'll meet a very nice man. But for now, no dear. Me focus here, me and myself, my children, and then also using my story to empower women. Just for them to break from that mentality that you have to be there at all costs. And then also religion, and it's about religion, it hold you. Now, if you are not happier, what I said, you only may have a sex for the first time, they will say, well, what shall I want to try as much as you can to abstain.
I talk life, you say no and live well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, basisia. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there was a parcel you break it's here. Yeah, but I only say, you be better people. You bet me a share and hustle. Now, young boy, I dream of posse, young more big quine. I'm an insect say, far who dear soon we are bufia. Then, when dear media dry mono, and no pay ele bebemu. And you talk live, and then, ye near and a free ma. And an auntie me, and a wahasea, ye dee and come more. And the fan and a free ma, emotional abuser, or comu. Only be a man hour 9. I feel now the shock of probably was also with you. We had the shock you need to hear. Nana, eti wo 4 man no. Be ma dear some person me wo ha ti ma wo fa ko. Ma wo 4 dia man. 1 2 3 4. Atama me. Wo man we no se oba pa. One mammy nkwada 9, me mam me. Enti me be your wedding to say Kensi 2020. Oh, to say Siri 2021. And now to say Co Jones 2022. Yay! It would be a hand answer kind.
Enti through it all, no, I have learned to trust in God. I have been very consistent with God. I have met people. I have not changed story. I have not. They are me eternal. Sana mekano. Me infa being calm. 2021 June, after twins' birthday, and I'm catching a message. I said no creepy or wha. Obia and person obeka sa no kwena chem. Obi so obia ye nim baby o. Obi so obia ye ntene nka.
Some kwana me nim baby o wa. Ye nyina ye so ye mbwe rade mpa baby an ho akokire no ahye bia obeba.
Meti hona no kwe eba out boom. Say sa December of that 2021 or worry 2 years no.
Meba. Na wo June muno 2021 na wo ti news no. Na wa worry ama afia twemu konfie
mienu ni December ni mu of 2021. Meti no to be honest, me sinkwala ni wo school na meti. Enti me prior to that, no be ama me hint that man fun is serious. But way moment no dey na me nim say no kwe and about. Meti no me who dream me.
News ne ba saying.
Also me call baby. Me call baby na me catch ya me say baby ku ya ma be ben be ma ni kum. Eye na me call ye.
Oh, enti kromo na akokote aware no.
Yes.
Obi na approach you and ukobisa.
That's what I'm saying. God had a way. How I see no kwampo me kwampo eye me wan to say I say no kra bi obi mpesa obeka. Na afọ obi so. Na wati. Enti ono na dwen mu no ordinary ato nipa ba ko bi say sa nipa no na
beka.
E kan. Enti eye ni hu a mete ye say obisa bisa say hwan na car no kwa na chairman. So I asked myself, for how long were you going to hide us? And why are you even hiding it? Because you should be proud of your new marriage. I am not in any way chasing me. Yes, I'm banana and I say baby mama, I'm or drama. For all these years, you are not maintaining them. So I've made bad because of maintenance. I thought you were not doing well. I thought maybe I said usika na she ababon anyway kosi baby bonny. But what to me, e gadasika. A year wedding.
When you're sure say minimum you ntimi kind of public, but when you're sure say if you are a prominent man ba ekwarana in quotes, prominent in quotes, it will feel so okay. Maybe we free ma aha na sika be pia na sa ha sei omu odin aha de fi ha ye enti mame nkwa ha enkonkɔ ware at all costs. Me ware ama na hye when you're sure say either me ware ama na hye ana menya baby a prominent pa now, when you say and no be so that still within you, no, a bit more feeling said they know a catch of first say, as I won't say, what they no, oh, bomb, Fiana, a kawash and one say, won't fatten to your fatter and warano, it's not one warano.
It could also be the truth. Say, baby, or call no. It look there's probably a prominent person in there, but the mistake or any say, you can't prominence. When you mechia enka enye to say baby a edru no. Probably he didn't know so many things, but if you talk about prominence, I have very, very well-known people that they're also from my family. So if it's prominence that you went there, then I'm sorry you made a mistake. But in all, no, I am a happy person.
Now,
I wouldn't have come here to share a bit of me to the world. I am not sharing this to disgrace him, but I'm sharing it to empower young ladies out there. Say, if one way, and I want you to be financially empowered, because that you only will see why. At least you have some source of money to continue the journey. And yes, sir, you will live on people, and people will insult you based on that. Today, Bob will say, "Oh, so if you are not financially stable, if you've decided to have children and another man said that, put at the back of your mind to say, it is not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be a very tough journey. If you say it's all about it, which I don't support, don't ever think it's also an easy journey, because psychologically and mentally, you are dealing with what are you going to do? But if you have a good man or be taking care of you with the children, it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. But the person needs to be responsible.
Auntie May, looking at Nana Frema. Now, Okasasre. Auntie May say, "Can we na boom?" Now share a ne Frema as a true signal be to a ma ana.
It does, because sometimes I do say. Most of the time, women who go through this type of abuse, emotional, whatever, they are very great women. And you see, sometimes the men also see the women. So when we are very great, and they try to suppress that one.
Oh, okay.
So in an attempt to suppress the greatness in you, now they are ama wankasa. Because look at a very pretty young woman, very intelligent. A dear pan or lucky, bema be Tracy, say or kobe before. That means every partner we can turn a brony dear so. Every pass say, "Oh, kita we ye, Nasa one advance here, one power veteran." And you know that with ego issues on Penema veteran into best suppressor. I'm happy, she's happy. I wish every young woman would take that. Woman, you have a lot of things in you. It's not only about childbirth, marriage. Yeah, Auntie, because say a good marriage, a good marriage. It's not a certificate to heaven, but a bad marriage can lead you to hell.
Oh, yes.
getting a good marriage as a branch as with the heaven who could be and come and no can no me but our bonny be the uber carbon some job
no crap
and now because what's now what the bonny and throw a braboni and no ma when you so crab say still God has something in you when you put the baby casa one to ya and chance so to sell ball or package and we as women we are the second born. Men and they are normally samples. Only Yakupon, but yet the Yame boy and no or Tonabo, or dear, but we were fully packaged. No shortcomings. Believe in yourself. Talent and as I declare Yakupon, the men are reborn be and suppressing. Get out of that marriage. Get out of that situation. Explore yourself. I did a Yakupon, dear Shawumono. See, I had got me. I mean, Charles salute. On the pen in me, baby, and the pen I copy high court. Now, I call now, now, go now, Kushia, Ababa, or Fesiana, or maybe now 9 young women like that. Now we're giant home, a papa worry or before. What is wrong? Nature same fitiasiana, Cassandra, do maybe I'm fitiasiana, you look out for the man's love.
Sure.
You look out for something else. There was a marriage, a relationship, or don't him. So, Obama, don't know more what the other times, don't go there. It's a red flag. Because Obe suppressing will name DNA will be kitabia. Get out from that relationship. Explore yourself. You have something in you. Bring that one out. Now, no back out. You are the Obe. What do you make? Can the Obe who couldn't be Obe too? Baby, Obe too. How happy or draw or draw out of the you will flow.
Auntie Mede, okay, my message man found quite a chicken crack. Ain't he? Nana free me. And Quadan nine, yea, a man nine. Now, why fear na do or more call? Ain't me patcho. Nana mistake na me ye. And I may know one night we me jam will see her. Sanko fadi in chi. My back. You say waiting.
I say no.
No, I can't. Yes, the crank of no case.
No, not at all.
No. I mean, move on. If you move on, learn to move on.
Yeah.
Don't go back. If you're a woman and you move out of a relationship, move on. Move on.
Now, Frema, ye pong. There is a young woman, our shown. Ye demeaning now because we are in a food dwyer. Of no fault of her. Caneno, o mamma no more bomb yam na woo. Sabreno. No more shabody con, to say the net, ye shabody con no. It is all yen a cabin and a slit no. Not a caship into you. And a dear a pie. It's you ya was say ye. Me was saying to ye the shape would jadia. O see a fuduche. It's not a busa or banner bem. O be and pembuins, my mentan and hosa. Or cobano be casse, what did them, and why am on line, and why I say to one more. Now, our fun is because nobody out there in a penno. Sa or banner or show no. A foot to ben out the man.
Or Babia or Shemi, whether we a penny and as a sebi, we a young person. Now you've experienced emotional abuse, psychological abuse. First and foremost, kindly move out. Move out from baby or walker, don't be around the person. Because a baby or who fin in China will call the next place or best start on hand so. And to say, we move out, not situations who push you out. Would you move out? Get very best counselors. A bit of you too for now, but still people love you. Get good counselor, get good mentors. No Bekasa. If your church is not judgmental to say, and then we are sorry, be judgmental, you get a good pastor, talk to the person. After that, put yourself together. Get something doing. Social media, lots of people are doing good things and bad things. Find what you are comfortable and good at. Start something. And then also take care of your children and educate them on your experience. Send your bayer the mistakes that you made. They will not make the same mistake. And don't forget to pray for them because we are soon sumudia, no we are hunamudia. Send your bayer sa generational, if it's a curse or generational link, and it will stop from you. And then also look good. Don't dress shabbishly. Men dress basa. Kokantamato kope tendency disipe. Enye Gucci now be chef fefe. Who look you good. Keep yourself exercise kakra na obey exercise obeto atare be simple but classy and start rebuilding your life. When you're born one and your mistake, don't ever let anyone tell you it's a mistake. Say surviving and no call it different, but what DNA like natural is see your crying soa. Please, it's not a mistake. The person who loves you genuinely and understands your story will come for you. Don't be throwing yourself to men because you say you're born one or you're a bad person. No, you are not. The right person who believes in your story, understands you, will love you and love your children. And we move on and have fun.
So now we move.
I move.
I move. Auntie May, now Frema, on crowd on yet born one. Born four. Yeah. A proud born four.
I am very.
Now, Fredo and our friend said twins needed the watching home. Now, you see, say, or feel occupied, or the Quadano, Abe, yeah, Abe Yanadi Dimu, a man. Enti, a dear Abeka, a dear two, a mema. One more a dim crofoma. A facade to be a imo. Obi on moi a conscious effort and we put it in send we much the power. Obi so on moi sorry for my word a pure naive Jimmy onim said the all no your how many dachi impo and obi so on moi or no a accident and a atolo kwem whether 3 categories mu bia problem aba e dey na abeka tro bema and nam the so problem be to say aba and then to the man younger ones no so go through sa problem bia onye den.
Okay, me that say a man no me patch up for ba na wo pe na January patch Jano ko mo amuka se man na do so ampa ene nyankopon ma na do so sin bema and now we dey ko anim ko nunum na pebi na jai obano ma ontena ho because most of the time there are greater things in the woman that can come out. Jai don't suppress. Well, most of these men who said they are sadists. One kasa no they are confused men and one with the man too for brutalities. Leave the women alone. Now one kasa find your most of these men or one kasa position yourself well. Nejai oban and yes sir ube more treat your budget in the name of love and I said in the name of hate. It is not in order. Who obema ways I remember any day be a obano ebe we nim say ni pakura na kuma di ni na mfie na swat. And
in fact obehu no social media pa because na make cut short shots. So ni me na you know me now. Na me dey want to social media ne so nti so wan shouting ka TV and na kram. So we be show social media ne so.
Na kuma bebo papa ko ni me ma na do so ko na kope to your own advantage. Oba so no me pacho and na mo say you. Now life you live life but only once. Move on, Johnny. So don't even walk out of such relationship. Run to America where you through one obehu. Now go and explore yourself and find that there is always a better life. Once there's life, there is one.
May that say. New Life Homeopathy. On a homeopathy council boy me nyapom de papa. Kafam Ghana Limited electronic appliances fee. And na keke paper roof ni si dan bosso. And you mind the sponsor ye me the talk life bro. Ye da wanna say. Any asetna pa fie bebre ni ye do masepa. Ye call on other sponsors say, "Mama me ka ye ho. Ne drum re bia. Na ye hia sika de be kwa kwatwe manso. Na de ani gya bafi. Ye yetimi atwe manso no. Akokodrosiously. Na ase de. Eno exam te between the Yamiano Medasi. Blue skies are refreshing. The Virginity hair power needs. Onasco furniture hair certain needs. Your bus set is so Thames Touch a chimenim. Rushmore Hair City. I see a fine. The Days Classic a shamata dear. Stay focused photography. We're trying for me. Now you're the talk live Abram. And then, Anafrima. The proud born 4 but squad single.
Squad
yes,
4.
Squad 4. Squad 4. Squad 4. And squad 4 now out of
Yes, so my motivation.
Any squad 4 no.
Squad 4.
Is it so she has squad 4 for from one of deliveries eduma. Near the big quack here, yes, squad 4. That's all, case closed. Auntie May, Yankupon Show. Follow your social media pages to Talk Live GH for Facebook and Instagram, YouTube also. Talk Live TV. Meeting. Nana ya kundedu. Talk Live. You want it? That's it.